also
We're
practice autoerotic asphyxiation when I masturbate.
Just so you know, we're live. So just don't say anything crazy like talk about auto asphyxiation. Things that you do in the comfort of your own home. That's horrible.
I think you're saying don't leave it in the hallway, as Ed McMahon used to say. That's cool music. Like jungle. Little tiki. This is N64. This is the Donkey Kong thing, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so. I mean, I'm not saying in a bad way.
Oh, I don't know. It's waiting music, dude. This is waiting music.
Hey, speaking of waiting, I'm waiting for that link right now.
I'm sending it right now, my brother.
Fatbenzo.com. 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 Fatbenzo.com.
Okay, dude, shared and ready.
Good.
Fatbenzo.com.
What's up, guys? I have nothing prepared today for this podcast because I was drinking earlier, day drinking like a total retard on a Monday because I own my own business. Yay! And I don't give a fuck. I got Vill Nomerly or whatever the fuck his name is. What is that last name?
Nomerly.
Nomerly. That's a weird last name. I have this gentleman on here. He is the better half of Thunderdome TV. They are the crackerjack, radio disc jockey guys, podcasters, Proud Boys, but they don't really push the Proud Boy thing. They're doing their own thing. And they have nothing to do with Proud Boys. Yeah, nothing to do. Bullshit. Anyway,
I'm joking.
Anyway, this guy, he's lucky enough not to be in jail, but his sidekick might be in jail soon. I'm not saying that. Knock on wood. Anyway, welcome to Bobby Pickles Podcast. Let's get into this, all right? Welcome to Bobby Pickles Podcast. Man.
That's me. Proud of your boy.
Yo, Vill Nomerly, what's up, man? I'm sorry for casting, saying that negativity on your partner there, the other half of Thunderdome TV, but I'm just kind of, it's just jest. And
a lot of things you said cut kind of deep. One of them was the you own your own business and can do whatever you want, and my life is shit and I cannot, and I'm poor now. I'm poor. But no, that was, by the way, that was one of the absolute worst intros I've ever had in my life, except for the the little cartoon thing you had. I thought that was great, sir. So kudos on that.
Thank you. I did no work on it, no preparation, zero. I just figure, on this this episode, I want to go stream of consciousness. I really don't do it that much. I usually like prep and plan out. And I know that you're kind of a stream of consciousness person. You're kind of like a guru. That's your style. Is that correct?
I don't know. I've never claimed to have a style. I just do what I do. And usually the product is mediocre.
Okay, so bring me through it now. You bring me through the whole thing with Thunderdome TV. There's a lot of people on here that, you claim not to be associated with who might be watching this, and they might want to know the whole history of this Thunderdome TV. First of all, the name. Where does this name come from? Thunderdome.
I have no idea.
Yes, you do. Dude, you better be transparent with me right now. Okay.
I can give you the backstory, but I honestly don't know where Thunderdome TV came from. Do you remember where that came from? I got my producer producing my show.
You know where that came from? Put the producer on. Put the producer on. The producer knows. You son of a bitch! What?
Hold on.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Yes.
This is a show today. But,
what is it called? Okay. What is it called when you do heroin and cocaine at the same time? I forgot what that's called.
Good time.
Oh, I think it's
speedball.
Speedballing.
Speedball.
I'm speedballing right now. I'm drinking. I'm going to start with the coffee. I think I'll start with the coffee. All right. Wait. Yeah. Start with the coffee. Right. All right. So that was Dick Nicarlo.
It was, yeah.
Wanted by the police for high crimes and misdemeanors, right?
No, just misdemeanors. That's it.
No high crimes. The only high crimes was the literal going and getting high in the White House, right? Isn't that what he did?
Not smoke marijuana. That's what you're implying. Well, I can't say the drug part, but you do before then, but not since. He's changed his life. He's turned things around. And he's a model citizen. And you know what? He was also a model citizen on January 6th. When he went there to cover history. One of the biggest, if not the biggest day in American history.
Yeah, speaking of models, you kind of look like an Ellen DeGeneres style model, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I hear you cracking on yourself a lot. Sometimes you refer to yourself as you look like a lesbian or something like that.
No, actually, other people said that, and we ran with it. I never said I was okay with it.
No, I'm sorry. No, you're not okay with that. You're not. How do you feel about that when people do that?
No, I don't give a shit.
You don't care. Okay.
Do I make an attractive lesbian?
Yeah, man, absolutely.
That means an attractive man. Thank you.
So, tell me about where I think before I went off on a tangent here. Tell me about the Thunderdome TV, because you can't be serious about this. You have to tell the truth and only the truth.
I'll give you the whole thing.
The history of Thunderdome TV. Why did it start? Where did that name come from?
To give you the history, we have to go back to the very beginning. All right, now hit the button I sent you earlier when it goes to the dream phase.
Oh yeah, woo! Dream phase.
Okay, let's do super fast backstory. You ready? I was a big fan of the Opie and Anthony show, also Running Fest, side note. And then Anthony quit. Well, he was fired from Sirius XM Radio. Then he started his own venture called Compound Media. Gavin McInnes joined Compound Media, but another guy joined as well. His name was Red Bar of Red Bar Radio. And I've only ever watched to this day one episode of Red Bar Radio, and he was basically saying, hey, look at me. I started my own network. I'm very successful. I can do whatever I want. And if you're mad at your life and you think it sucks, well, that's your own fault and you're a retard and you should do whatever it is you want. And I said, you know what? I want to have my own radio network as well. Just like Sirius XM, just like Compound Media, just like Red Bar. And so I set about making that happen. And then we piled a bunch of retards into an ex-friend of mine's garage where we set up a sound studio. And then we started attempting to make a video podcasting network, I guess. And that guy, his name was AJ, and which stands for Asshole Jerk Face. And he, after a little bit of this, he stole all the equipment and locked us out of his garage. And I did have to go back with the show of force and get most of my stuff back, but not all of it. But we got enough of it back to be able to move to another studio That's the one we're still in now. This is the Murder the Media Studios. And but to answer the Thunderdome TV question, you know, I did remember what it was. On Facebook, there was a page called Thunderdome.
There you go. Ding, 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 ding.
I had to go, you know what? I had to go back to remember.
You win.
Thank you. And so we were like, well, let's call it Thunderdome TV. We'll have a built-in audience of people from this Facebook page called Thunderdome. And that just kind of stuck, which was probably not a great idea. And we've just kind of kept it since, even though we've moved on from Thunderdome TV to Murder the Media. We kept the show Thunderdome TV, which I've been wanting to change for a long time, and we haven't. And that was the what would you call it? Entomology. One's bugs, one's history of a word. I don't remember which one is which.
Yeah, etymology is the history of the word.
So there's the etymology of Thunderdome TV, the history, the backstory, if you will. And here we are today, not doing anything except your show. But let me tell you something. After your show, oh, by the way, I got 20 minutes left. Then we're going to do a Thunderdome TV episode. And we haven't done one in, I don't know, about a month. And everybody's like, I'm going to stop following your channel if you don't start doing shows. I'm like, well, every time we do shows, not like you fucking watch anyway, you piece of shit.
Now, listen to me, man. So you only got 20 more minutes. Is that true?
I got some pizza rolls and some crinkle cut fries I'm going to make for dinner, along with some, have you heard of this Fruity Pebbles with marshmallow cereal?
Well, I appreciate you giving me, the time out of your day to do this. I mean, you cut about 20 minutes out of the day for Buy Pickles. Thank you, man. I really appreciate you. And I got you guys inspired finally to do a show. That's awesome.
I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to get back on the air. Some people were saying, if I don't see them do anything, this is retarded, and I'm not going to keep following their stuff, which has nothing to do with their video content. I was like, you know what? What better place to start than doing another Thunderdome TV? And what second better place to start than doing Bobby Pickles podcast here on YouTube?
Yeah. Now listen, man. So you guys haven't really been doing shows because why? You're scared to do the shows?
Oh no, Bobby, I'm very depressed.
In light of all the recent media attention drummed up by your business partner there, your producer, all of that stuff that he has, brought your way, brought in your direction. Mm-hmm. Have you stopped? Have you ceased because of that?
No, it's because I'm horribly depressed, as I said. But also when it comes to what could be considered good publicity from January 6th. They say no publicity is bad publicity, or they say any publicity is good publicity. Something like that. I can't remember exactly. That's actually not true. Yeah, because although, our numbers have gone up substantially, at least 50 more people know about us now. Although that has happened, we can't talk about a lot of things. So you would think we could capitalize on the coverage of January 6th and whatnot, but unfortunately my co-hosts court orders kind of prevent that. And
that's crazy.
And also, I was saying to somebody the other day, I don't remember specifically who it was. I said, no, I don't want to kill myself. I just don't want to be alive. I'm in a deep, deep, dark hole right now. So it's kind of a mix of the two. Mostly just not having anything to live for anymore.
So,
Bobby, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been worth more dead than alive?
So you're suffering from severe depression. I see.
Yes.
Interesting. Now, take me back. Why are you suffering from this depression? Is it because you're unable to do shows like you wanted to before, like you were doing before?
No. I got this. I started hating the job I was in, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do what all those people say. I'm going to make a career change. I'm going to do something about it. So I got promised this sweet, sweet job building pool tables and ping pong tables. And it was supposed to pay, let me tell you a king's ransom, if you will. And I did it for like 12 weeks. I was training for like 10 weeks. And then, I won't bore you with all the details, but I quit that job on Thursday.
You realize you were not skilled.
I'm what?
You realized you were not skilled.
No, I was totally skilled.
Oh,
they just
okay.
didn't pay what they said they were going to, and they didn't have the parts to complete the job. That you had to do a specific amount of things in order to make a specific amount of money. And then they would also be like, "Oh, you can do this many of them. You can do this many pool tables and pinball machines." You know, it was like an antique repair thing, I guess. And it wasn't true. I was like, "This is impossible." And they're like, "No, you can do this many a day if once you get good at it." And so I talked to people that have been there for years, and they're like, "No, that's not possible at all. You might be able to do this many a day if you stay 12 hours a day." And I was like, "You know what? I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to stay that long." Then I got my paycheck, and I was like, "Wait a minute. They're only paying me this much for these Olhausen tables and these Terminator 2 pinball machines." And so I went to the owner, and I go, "Hey, I just want to make sure this is right. It says 125, right? Just as an example. You told me 150. What happened?" He's like, "Oh no, they all pay 125, buddy." And so I go, "All right." And I gave it 2 more days as I got prepared to go back to my old job that I hated. And then I promptly left. And so now
All right.
I'm back to doing a job I don't like just to survive, to pay these exorbitant bills of this lifestyle I don't even want anymore. I just want a trailer out on 50 acres, and I just want to be left alone. I want to be a hermit.
Okay, listen, you can't get to that level though, right? Without putting in the work, or what? Or how are you going to get out there on 50 acres if you don't have money to buy the 50 acres first? Now, first of all, what do you want to do when you grow up?
I'm not poor, Bobby Pickles. I have poor mental health. Now, that said, why do you assume I can't just buy the 50 acres now?
So your parents have money?
Jesus, a lot of assumptions. Well, I don't know. My private separated studio for my fucking mansion is what I'm in right now.
Well,
my assets aren't liquid. Let me put it like that. My assets aren't liquid. Okay.
Listen, you're telling me about a job that that you got to go to a shitty job, back to a shitty job. I just
great 6-figure job.
Oh, okay. You just don't like it.
Now it sucks. Now I'm back in the high fucking 80s. Big fucking deal, right?
You didn't want to make pool tables, man. You wanted to build pool tables all day? That's what you wanted to do?
No, honestly, I want to sell cocaine and guns, I guess. Have a real wild time, but it didn't, that's not going to work out either.
Yeah, no shit. Listen, everybody wants to do something crazy, like, start a t-shirt company or something like that. It doesn't mean you could actually live that fantasy out,
I know what you're doing, Bobby, and I don't like it.
You have to be.
Let me tell you something.
The hero of your.
Let me tell you something about putting into work here.
Okay.
How long has Murder the Media in one form or another been around? I don't know. Going on 4 years now?
Really?
How much time am I supposed to invest?
That's good. You put in 4 years already, huh?
Yeah.
Now, okay. When you alluded to it before, you talked a little bit about this website. You talked a little bit about this little group chat that we had going on Facebook. That was the beginnings of Proud Boys. He
just can't stop, can he?
I like talking about this truth here. Why do you shy away from the truth?
Let me tell you something, because here's the truth. The Proud Boys, for the most part, I apologize for saying this, they're a bunch of fucking nerdy losers, dude. I didn't say all of them. Not all, but most, as Jesse Lee Peterson would say. You know what I'm saying? You ever been around these people?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Quite often.
Mm-hmm.
So it's this little game. You're always. I don't mind embracing it. So the Bobby Pickles podcast, I really don't mind embracing it. Everybody tells me, "Oh my God, you're really going to ruin your business." You got to pull that away and separate that from Proud Boys. It's completely immersed within it, and it's given my business and my podcast, I guess, a bad name or whatever. I can't disassociate myself from Proud Boys anymore. Well, why do you keep fighting it? Why don't you just embrace it and say, fuck it?
As I just explained, have you seen these people? No, I don't want to be affiliated with them at all.
About motorcycles as their midlife crisis instead of making that their identity. All right.
But they didn't. They bought Fred Perry's.
So this is the same group when we were growing up. okay, that joined motorcycle clubs during their midlife crisis days. Is that right? But now,
Yeah, but hold on. Don't make it sound cool. They were the ones that joined the non 1%er motorcycle club.
I know.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about this on the last episode yesterday. Thank you for bringing that up again. It's all a big circle, man. Yeah, the 1%ers. So, anyway.
Are not Proud Boys. I just wanted to put the cherry on that.
You're a Proud Boy, though, right? You admit that? You openly admit that, correct?
Not at all. I want nothing to do with those people.
I don't think they want. So what are you doing? You're on Telegram. What kind of chats? What kind of people do you have on there on the Telegram?
Anti-Proud Boy people. No, not really.
They're all scum. They're all complete scum, right? Proud Boys are fucking scum.
No, not all. Look, they've gotten a worse rap than they deserve. Look, they're getting. This is the truth to everybody listening.
Let's play devil's advocate.
Anybody that has followed me to Bobby Pickles podcast, look for evidence to use against us. Anybody that is a fan of Bobby Pickles that just wanted to tune in and see what was going on. Look, I'm going to let all of those groups in on the truth. Here's the truth. I don't think inherently that the Proud Boys are racist, Nazi, skinhead, white supremacist, domestic terrorists. Okay? I don't think that. However, what they are, in my opinion, is slightly retarded, boomer trend jumpers and club ruining rally boys and stuff and nerds and just nerds in general. Now, if you're watching this and you're a Proud Boy and you're mad at me right now, you're one of the people I'm talking about. If you're watching this right now and you're with the FBI, you can go fuck yourself in the face, you cunt. All right, sorry, go ahead. I went on a little tangent there.
No, and if you're watching it like
in a while.
And if you're watching it like me and you're happy about what you just said because, you were not part of your club being ruined, right? You're
me?
No,
nope.
me, you as in me.
Oh.
Okay. Anyway. So have you dealt with that on your in your own chapter at all? Have you let me ask you a question. Have you dealt with new guys coming in and changing the whole culture of what it was?
Nope.
Oh.
Can't say that I have.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how else I can say. I don't deal with these people.
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with them.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Now that said, do I know some people that maybe are still Proud Boys or were Proud Boys and are no longer Proud Boys? Anybody that falls in that category and are maybe 2% of them actually, decent people that I would still hang out with? Absolutely.
Who touched you?
When?
Which Proud Boy had his way with you? Who made you so angry towards the group?
I got an answer for that. I don't know their names because I don't care.
Anyway,
they were never cool enough to be on my fucking radar. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, hey, I tuned you out, dude. Tuned you out. I'm gone. I'm out of here.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I really like what you guys got going on. I love the show. Can we bring since you're going to have another episode, you're about to launch an episode. Can we bring your other sidekick guy on?
You want to plug that mic in, buddy?
How do we do that? Can we do that? Can we? Oh, I know. Oh, do you have enough time?
Oh yeah, we're professionals.
Okay.
Look at how quick I did that on the fly.
Look at that
shit to me. All right.
What does it say? Turmoil.
Yeah, that's.
I'm going to let you answer that.
We're starting a server. It's still in the very early stages. Our own media streaming server, and I look way worse than you on camera. Starting our own.
Hey, let's just keep this going. And this will be the Thunderdome TV for the day. Then I don't have to do two.
Fuck it. I like it.
You got 10 minutes.
I got 2 minutes? Okay. Again, no, we're starting our own media streaming server. It's just in the very early stages. Someone's working on it. Very dedicated guy, but it's whenever he's got free time and he's not working. But it's about to enter, what comes first, beta or alpha? In testing.
Alpha beta.
We're in alpha. We're about to go to beta, which is weird. That kind of seems backwards, but then it'll be full released. It's early stages right now, but it's going to be great. All right, we're going to have our own place to stream.
Which one of you is the alpha and which is the beta?
I think we're both Sigmas. So
What's that?
what
What
you know
is
about
this?
Sigma?
I don't know.
I don't participate in patriarchal. Fuck, I fucked it up. I was gonna sound all like Dennis Miller. I don't participate in patriarchal hierarchies, sir. Thank you. And I know what you're doing.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Look, it's not so much a sidekick sort of role. It's we support each other. All right. He builds me up. I build him up. He's a handsome, talented boy. And I'm the guy that works the buttons.
It's like Bert and Ernie. No. Which
a homosexual couple.
no. Which sidekick duo was it best describes you guys?
It's like Spider-Man and Aquaman.
Why?
Riveting.
Yeah,
I didn't think that one through. I didn't think you'd ask.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be cool. So anyway, I don't know which one's which.
I don't know
You're
either.
Italian Spider-Man, obviously.
Yeah, I'd be Italian Spider-Man.
Yeah, I like swimming.
Ain't getting wet. There you go.
So how's
drug reference?
Oh, I thought you were into water sports.
How is it living in Texas? You guys got so many people moving out there, kind of like where I'm at over in Florida. You have a lot of people, fleeing their homelands and coming and buying up property and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. How is it over there in your neck of the woods?
They're going to ruin it.
Yeah, I'm so glad you asked. I got to get the fuck out of this place. Everybody points to Texas as this beacon of this like a last bastion of American freedom.
Hope. Yeah.
I'm like, Oklahoma's way cooler than Texas as far as like freedoms and laws and shit go. Texas is a shithole. Texas is the next big liberal state. Don't buy into it.
People who don't know Texas, they
oh my god,
big gunslinger maximum freedom state. It's like, oh, didn't we just now talk about constitutional carry?
Yeah, which probably
just now. While 12 other states have it.
Yeah, you can't. Not that I smoke marijuana, but it's still not legal here. What are some other things? Oh, rampant illegal and legal, which I'm against both, immigration. And you mentioned people moving here, property values sky high, which is good for me. Again, no liquid assets, but my real estate portfolio is actually pretty fucking good right now. Where am I going to go, though, when I cash out?
Oklahoma,
probably, yeah.
Or Costa Rica.
Dude, I do want to go to one of those South America. No, I'm thinking Thailand. Beaches.
Why did you bring up Costa Rica? Dick, why did you bring up Costa Rica, man? You been there?
No, I hear if you just want to get away from here and you've got $200,000, you can become an immediate citizen with land, and they don't question it.
Oh my god, dude, I love Costa Rica. I've been there twice, and it's a beautiful country.
I hate this guy.
What?
Just rub it in, Bobby. Just rub it in.
It's fucking beautiful. Oh my god! Hey, Costa Rica. I did ayahuasca in Costa Rica too. Great experience.
I wouldn't do that. Was that the one that lasts like 20 hours?
What is wrong with you? You don't smoke weed. You don't do anything. Like I know you do coke. I know you do cocaine, and you're a proud boy. You can fucking lie as much as you want. You can lie as much as you want. Okay.
No, I'll straighten that out right now. No hallucinogens. No marijuana. That's about it. Look at him. Marijuana. I don't know how they can handle this nowadays.
This guy's smoking weed. I remember being 13.
Dude, I look up to you guys. You impress me.
Don't look up to.
That's very respectable that you don't smoke weed. You don't engage in the marijuana. It must be because you're from Texas. Look at you. You guys are so conservative and stuff. Texas is like the only state that doesn't have some kind of legal marijuana.
I just can't handle it. I'm being totally honest. No. I'll try it 2 or 3 times a year just to remind myself, like, nope, still way too powerful.
Is that because when you smoke weed and you look in the mirror and you realize you look like a lesbian, you get depressed?
No, but this one time when I was, I don't know, probably like 14 or 15, I got really high and I was staring in the mirror and I was using my stomach to make lips. And then I was like, my nipples were eyes. I was like doing a big fat lippy face in the camera. That was really fun. But that was back when marijuana was good. The good old days when it had seeds in it and stems. It came in a brick.
Now, like last time I did it a couple years ago, I just spend 3 hours wishing it would stop.
Yeah. Just freaking out.
Just 3 hours I sit here and go, I'm waiting to
Well,
to stop this high.
To each his own.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Anyway.
To each his own.
His
hey, Bobby,
own,
let me ask you a question. I noticed this in the in the show picture that you sent me. What does your shirt say exactly? I couldn't read it.
I'm so happy that you asked that. Thank you very much.
Bobby makes great shirts, by the way.
Best
everybody.
shirts. The best shirts.
The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. Okay. I like it. Now, is that a black Hebrew Israelite shirt?
Yeah, it's a black Hebrew Israelite shirt. Well, they would not like me saying black first. You would just say it would be just a Hebrew Israelite shirt. Yeah.
The real Jews.
Hebrew BIPOC.
They're the real Jews. Yeah, the real.
Do you talk to these people regularly?
Yeah, I talk to them. I mean, I don't talk to all of them. There's one guy that works for me. He is part of this group. So I talk to him regularly. And, Jesus was black. So that's it.
Yeah. Well, I asked for a reason. Another reason I haven't been doing any shows or anything was because I don't like watching or keeping up with news anymore. But I have been seeing what's going on with the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Are they like, hell yeah, wipe out those fake Jews?
Yes.
Get the black man in there.
Yes, they are. Definitely.
Cool. I'm okay with that.
Well, you are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so would you call yourself an anti-Semite or something like that? I mean, I don't want to,
See, a lot of people throw that term around.
You have no association with the Proud Boys, so this person is not an example of what a Proud Boy is. He
Correct.
has no association.
So
anyway, tell me more about your white supremacist heart.
Okay, I could be wrong about this, but I think Semites or Semitics, are just people from that region. Is that true or not true?
Yeah, I think Muslims and Jews, correct?
Okay, so if I were, hypothetically, anti-Semitic, would I be against both of those people or just the Jews?
I think maybe technically you'd have to be both, right?
Okay, that's what I am.
I knew that. I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. Oh my God.
But, oh wait. So, no, I'm okay with them firing rockets into Israel. Can I say that? You probably can't, but you know what you can say? I'm okay with Israel firing rockets into Palestine. Nobody would bat an eye.
Yeah, that's what you're allowed to say.
They wouldn't care. But if you go, I'm okay with them launching rockets into Israel, people are like, you fucking anti-Semite.
I say, let them all take each other out.
Yeah, I want nothing to do with it. Which by that, I mean by that, I don't want to be selling them weapons.
Yeah,
to do this. It's funny.
There's so many weapons sales conspiracies of our weapons ending up in different countries, and then they get into the wrong hands just somehow every time. I can't keep track of it. So
yeah, I heard that
it just keeps happening.
I heard that they approved a deal to sell Israel $736 billion worth of weapons very recently, and I was like, man. Did y'all hear that we accepted a deal to pay for Israel's $736 billion in weapons? Bobby's mad.
No, it's true. I mean, it's true.
Bobby.
No, I mean, I don't want to. Yeah, listen. Did you go down the rabbit hole of, complete and total fascism? Because
I knew Proud Boys, so obviously.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Thank you very much for, being a great representation of Proud Boy. No, but this is something that happens though. Truthfully, right? Some people historically have gone down the rabbit hole and even studied Hitler and stuff and tried to find the positive things about that whole thing. And I guess they even say like that Hitler wasn't really like that hateful.
I heard he was a bad tipper.
Yeah, like that was it, basically.
Yeah.
You ever hear anything like this?
Heard anything.
You never heard anything
what
like
I will
this?
say is, I don't know. Is it bad to look into history? I guess.
Right?
True.
Yeah.
Should we not know history?
We're not allowed to talk about certain things. It's so crazy, right? Like you got to tiptoe around about, can't say
Zionism and
Jew. You can't really talk about. Can't really talk about the Jews.
Kids with leukemia. You can't talk about kids with leukemia either.
Do the Jews run that too?
No, they run the Jews.
Oh,
Guys, why why can't we talk about the Jews?
I can,
What are
He
your
is Jewish. so
what are
he
your
can.
What are your backgrounds?
Jew,
You're Jewish
half Jewish,
on your mother's
Greasy
side.
only the good half.
Now I have to amend that title. So
Yeah, go for it. Hey, we'll superimpose a yarmulke on me in post.
so do you have is it in on your mom's lineage? The Jewishness?
I don't know, something like that. Well, yeah, I mean, doesn't your mother have to be Jewish for you to be Jewish?
Yeah, it's something like
Yeah, let's go with that. My father's half was the homosexual. Black homosexual. Black homosexual. That's how I get away with all this.
Good. I mean, that's what you have to do. You know, you could only talk like this if you have all of that in your background. Because if you were just
that. Makes him a protected class.
if you were just a regular white person from Texas with blonde hair and fair skin, who looks slightly like a lesbian.
Inaccurate picture. Accurately, which isn't working.
So anyway, yeah. So thank you for joining me today. Is our time up? No.
Have we started yet?
Wait, we're live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, hold on. I got to put on blackface real quick. Hey, Bobby, how often do you do these things?
Every now and again.
Hey, I need you to do me a favor.
Yes.
I need you to give me Roger Stone, like the movie says.
Well, you have to actually be like engaging in shows, making shows regularly.
Send them some of my old stuff.
Yeah. You guys just gave up because you're scared.
No, I said depressed. He's putting a lot of words in my mouth today.
We're not scared. One, I can't talk about 90% of what I want to talk about. And two, we don't watch the news anymore. It's just so, what's the point?
Listen, you guys have a lot of street cred right now because you guys are Murder the Media, right? You guys have this network, and somebody wrote that on the People's House. I don't know who did that.
Some cool guy wrote some cool phrase on the door of the Pentagon. I don't know what happened. Cool guy.
Yeah, hey,
I'm sure.
why don't you stop fucking whining about it and paint over it? Jesus Christ. It's only going to cost you $30,000 to do that. See, that's how they spend your money, Well, matching the paint was $28,000 and the actual labor cost was $2,000. So we got the door repainted where somebody had etched into it with razor blades and a chisel or, a Sharpie marker, whatever, moot point. But yeah, big fucking deal. Okay.
You are absolutely right. Some government contractor is going to get that work.
And they're going to be very overpaid. They're going to pay 20 different people to have one guy walk up with a paint roller and go, "All right, we're taken care of. We're good. We're good."
And guess who's going to
30 grand later?
Yeah, guess who's going to own that government contractor's company? Probably a Jew.
Oh no.
But when they bring it up, they're going to bring that up in court, and then they're going to say that you caused this much destruction. It costed this much to repair this.
Destruction and chaos.
Look, they're alleging that I did it, but if they, why wouldn't they just find the guy who did it and say, "Hey, can you just paint over that? Can you wash it off?"
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, that should be. And whoever did it, if they ever catch the guy, that should be his punishment.
Yeah,
it should be like, "You're going down to Sherwin-Williams, sir. You're going to get that paint. You're paying for it, and a roller.
It better not just be white. It better be eggshell white.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
antique eggshell white,
eggshell.
semi-gloss. You son of a bitch! You get out there and you do your duty. You fucking pay for your crime."
That actually sounds pretty right, man. That's like a good,
pretty reasonable, pretty American. Yeah,
pretty American.
Hey, when they used to say let the punishment fit the crime? Now it's like, hey, I was walking around in a building that I pay for, taking selfies, and they go, yeah, you're going to be locked away in solitary confinement until your trial in 2 years, which they will throw the book at you at that point, and you will do 10 years inside of a maximum security federal penitentiary.
And in that 2 years, that's if they don't break your will to fight it legally, because that's all the system is. They just want to break your will to fight it and take a plea.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Welcome to Why America. And meanwhile, while all this is happening, people who have been caught literally throwing Molotov cocktails. If you don't know what that is, it's a bottle full of usually gasoline with a rag in it. You light it on fire and you throw it and it explodes in a fireball. There's literally been people caught doing that to federal courthouses. Yeah. Huh. Go ahead. They can get out of here. The fine.
Probation.
Yeah, probation. If that.
For a year.
If that. So don't sit here and tell me this is about the integrity or whatever of the already dead nation you might call democracy. The United States.
All right,
Fuck
so
off.
Vill, what are you going to do if you're actually, after you told me about the Jewish heritage, your better half actually, what are you going to do when he goes away and gets he gets put away for like the next 15 years? He's going away for the next 15 years. What are you going to do? Are you going to carry on with the show? Are you going to carry on with the network?
Well, I'm going to try to return to my homeland, and then I won't be allowed to enter when I get there. I'm basically going to get Hyman Rothed, and then hopefully the same thing that happened to him will happen to me. I get murdered in an airport by the Corleone family, and then I don't have to live anymore. So I'll be happy.
Now, are you angry at yourself that you did not venture to Washington, D.C. on the 6th as well?
No, I was working at the time and couldn't afford it.
Really? I forget about that though. Like in hindsight, right now, having know what you know, the whole historical thing about it, everything like that, don't you wish you would have gone?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I sincerely, genuinely think that was probably, it's definitely in the top 3 most significant events that have ever happened in the United States.
And how did you feel like seeing that unfold wherever, if you were working or whatever, but you must have, somebody put on TV or at some point or whatever, or you're watching it. What did you think, like knowing that people that were there? What were you thinking?
I thought, this is fucking cool, guy. Oh, sorry, I'll keep going while you smoke your
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Lettuce or whatever.
Where did you get your name? Oh, no. Okay, no. You're going to actually answer? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you, sir. No, the whole time I was watching, I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Unfortunately, I know it will go nowhere, but for the time being, at least it's sending a message to those scumbags in Washington that, hey, look, if we wanted to, we could. And keep in mind, too, as these government propaganda wing media outlets called it an armed insurrection, they're full of shit, because if those people were armed, this country would not be the same. Which proves that they actually went there with peaceful, legitimate intent. And there was a video that came out yesterday of the Capitol Police inside the building telling the people that they could peacefully protest. So they, again, another video surfaced where they were welcomed in by the Capitol Police. But on top of that, if those people had gone in armed, which was never their intention. Let's just say everybody's seen the video of the crowds of people wandering around. What was the name of the building? The Law Building. I don't know. And they were just like, "Hey, check it out! I'm in here. Look at these paintings and shit." Just imagine if they all had AR-15s and AK-47s. Do you really mean to tell me that would have gone the same way? They were lucky it wasn't actually 1, armed, and 2, an insurrection. It was simply a protest. But if it was an insurrection and it was armed, I have a feeling all the people that were there would no longer be there. Whether they just geographically aren't there anymore, or maybe they wouldn't be alive anymore. And that's how the entire narrative of the Capitol insurgency is absolute bullshit.
Mm-hmm. But if they say it's like a 9/11 event, do you really think it's on like that level?
Yes, I think it's way bigger than 9/11, because 9/11 was fake. But what happened on January 6th was absolutely real. Those people showed up angry and protested.
Wow, that's pretty good insight, actually.
Yeah,
you're right.
You've never seen anything like that in American history. I guess maybe short of, I don't know, the Revolutionary War. But that was, in my opinion, the last moment in time that anything like that is ever going to happen again. However, what it did do, and I think this is what the government knows, and why they're making it look so bad in the media, and why they're throwing the book at all these people, and they're investing all your money, taxpayer, to prosecute you. and call you a domestic terrorist and slander you in the media and on Facebook and use their alphabet agencies to kick in your door with fully automatic assault rifles despite you never committing a violent crime. But the reason they're doing that is I think they know if they do not make a very immediate, harsh example out of these people, they risk that happening again. And the next time it happens, I don't think they're just going to walk away after getting a little bit of pepper spray. Now, keep in mind, all those fences and shit are still up around the Capitol. So you know that they're very afraid of a real movement, perhaps an armed movement, where that same thing happens. And keep this in mind, your military, your alphabet agencies, your police agencies, they will not be able to stop it. And you know that because they haven't been able to stop all the rioting and stuff that was going on at the exact same time, which nobody did anything about. And now that they're even trying to do things about real armed mobs and whatnot, they're failing miserably. Like, look at Portland, for example. Now, those people, I would imagine the vast majority of them are not trained in firearms. Most of them haven't ever even shot a gun. But if the people that went to Washington, D.C. in January were the same people out on the streets for over 200 days of looting, rioting, burning, raping, murdering, it would be way more chaotic, and you would never be able to put a lid on that. As long as those people felt like going, they would. And you should be afraid, government, of if that were to happen, where they're going to go and who they're going to hold responsible for the state of this country. I'll stop rambling now. Go ahead.
No, you should be locked up as well. Wow.
I know, it's true, but in a mental institution.
What you talk about is so dangerous. Everything you say is
it real? Am I lying? No, you tell me. Am I lying? You know, the Moors. Sorry, go ahead. I went off on a tangent.
Let's not talk about my bloodline. All right.
Sorry.
Oh my God. My bloodline too. I got that in there. Oh man.
Yeah, we're both dirty wops.
I can't say that. I'm not a WAP.
No, you're not.
I appreciate you.
I got him. He gave me my W card today.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, the
No,
white,
you could say
the white
WAP.
card.
You could say WAP.
Oh,
you have two more
WAP.
times. You could say it today.
I'm going to conserve those. Unlike our Republican politicians, who actually conserve something.
Yeah, man. I used to have that on my back. I used to have WAP tattooed on my back. A little revelation.
How'd you get rid of it?
I was on America's Worst Tattoos.
Really?
Yeah.
Send me that clip.
Hold on one second. Let me find a picture of it. I'm gonna find it really quick.
Why did you get rid of it?
I don't know. I would have kept I would have tattooed around it and emphasized WAP.
Just like spaghetti, Italian flags,
Put a plate of spaghetti and meatballs under
some
there.
cannolis. You know, what else? Some mobsters.
Biscotto,
Yeah.
cappuccino,
Some prosciutto.
Tony Soprano.
Yeah, just
no, Silvio.
Yeah. Yeah, just all the stereotypical dirty Italian things you can think of. By dirty Italian, I'm Italian.
A hand doing this.
Yeah.
hand doing what?
I think we froze.
Hand like this?
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, a hand, just a hand underneath it going.
Yeah. A card with a burning saint on it.
That's actually how my logo started. My logo was that first, and then I changed it to this.
Oh, a dog taking a shit? Yeah, I could see how that's Italian.
No, my podcast logo.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Dog taking a shit. Why the fuck? It shows up and then you can't see it. It's so crazy. I go click on it and it's not. Where the fuck is it?
You need a producer.
I know. I actually have an Asian producer that I've been trying to groom. And
Ryan Katsu Rivera.
No, I know. I got my own.
The butler?
No, not the butler. God.
Is he gone? Did he leave you?
The butler's, you know, that's a whole nother story with the butler, man. Actually, here's the picture.
Oh my God, I was right.
It's beautiful.
Right there, you got Marlon Brando.
I mean, this was the first tattoo I ever got. I got it when I was 14 years old, and my friend his brother tattooed it on me.
did it come with the French flag?
The French flag.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it faded a little bit. My bad.
Yeah,
Is that Irish? It's the orange and green.
No, it faded over the course of years, but it's supposed to be the Italian flag. It's pretty, it's old school. But no, anyway, I got a cover up. Thank God.
What does it look like now?
Looks.
Yeah, don't leave us hanging, dude.
Now it says greaseball. Oh, that's a big cover up.
I cannot tell what that is. What is it? A bunch of black dogs and.
By the way, how do you like this?
Oh, good one. I'm a fan.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, he can't hear us. He doesn't have his headphones on.
Oh.
So that's when I was like, you know what? You're a real piece of shit. What were you saying, Bobby?
Shit. Where were we?
Oh, we were saying we love the Raider shirt.
Oh yeah, the tattoos. The stupid tattoo that I got covered up, and then but before that, you were talking about something else. You got into something else. No. We could talk about that all day.
The government. So the Jews.
We could talk about that all day long.
I don't. I prefer not to get into it.
Yeah, that's
They
the
don't
best
deserve
way.
the attention.
Exactly. Go against it.
Oh yeah.
All right, Bobby. Have we run out of steam?
No, we haven't. I want to ask you really quickly about your names.
All right. Hey, let's do rapid fire. Ready? Go.
Wanted to ask you about your names. What is the background on the Vill Nomerly name?
It just popped into my head one day, and I go, let's run with it. My next one will be Mosey K. Jones. Next question.
You host a show also called Blackville, isn't that correct?
Not anymore, but I used to.
Well, I see what you did there with the name. Yeah, with your nom de plume and then the name of it. What does it mean to be black-pilled?
Well, I think universities kind of, the term is accepted as there's just no hope or anything because you've seen the reality of everything.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what. So red-pilled is what? Red-pilled is when you take the pill and then you go with it. You know that you're better off
Start
because
learning the truth.
You're better off because you know the truth, right?
Well, okay, I don't think red pilled is the truth. It's just the first step in opening your eyes to what is really going on, and I think more than anything, it's being made aware that the blue side, if you will, is just absolute nonsense and full of shit. And whereas before you might have given credence to some of it, but now once you're red pilled, you no longer give credence to any of it because you realize it's toxic in any form. And if any of it takes a foothold, they'll just keep taking more and more and more. But then I think black pilled is when you're red pilled and you see that, and then you're like, oh, there's no stopping them taking more and more and more, and they're eventually going to take everything.
Yeah, so
and there's nothing you can do about it.
But blue pilled, that's when you just go back to sleep and you don't even care. You just keep watching TV and
You stay ignorant.
I don't think you're asleep. I think you're awake. You just believe in nonsense, absolute nonsense.
You believe whatever you're
it.
fed.
Yeah. You believe what you're told, and you don't question it.
Do you believe that the human being is basically a creature, and we created reality to get our minds off the fact that we're all going to die someday?
I think that's very possible and insightful. Yeah, I've always said that humans really are no more than animals with the ability to talk.
Creatures, specifically, I believe.
So when you say creature, you don't mean animal?
No, we're different than the animal. We have the animal. We have an animal quality, but because we have, I think we have a higher consciousness than the animals. I'm not sure, man. What do you think? Do you think like a little?
No, I agree with you.
Cockroach?
But I believe you, but and I agree with you. But I would say that the whole of humanity has always been guided by its baser instincts, the one that animals still have. So although you have this consciousness and everything, if you look at all the historical movements of significance, it still just went back to like territorial violence and whatnot. Like your consciousness had nothing to do with it other than you being a more formidable killing machine, if you will, like violent territory seeker.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you believe in the flat earth?
I didn't until I watched Pierce's podcast called Blackballed. You can catch Blackballed, unfortunately, on what's the name of that? On D Live.
Ugh.
He had a real big, a real popular flat earther guy on there, and I tuned in, and I was like, "Wow, this guy's really convincing." So now, since I've been told by all of the reputable government agencies and government-funded scientists and whatnot that the Earth is round, I go, okay, that means it's probably not.
It's hard to not believe that flat Earth is possible when we've discovered the government and their institutions have lied to us about almost everything. Why would we believe them about space travel? Why would we believe them about the shape of the Earth even?
Yeah.
They just lie constantly.
My philosophy is basically, hey, if they're telling you this and they're really adamant about it, it's bullshit. You shouldn't believe it. You would probably live a better life if that was your outlook. Like, is the government saying this and they seem very forceful about it? Then they're lying to you.
If I had NASA's budget, I bet I could make it look like we're in space every time we're on Thunderdome TV.
Yeah, they also fail at that too, kind of regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. Listen, I'm like a natural contrarian, and I feel like that like saved me, you know, because there's a lot of different things that have happened. I like knew on just an instinct, intuition level when, let's say, the housing market was ballooning up and there was a big bubble. Everybody was buying houses. Everybody thought that the houses were going to keep going up in value. I knew that something was up. I knew that wasn't true and that we're just creatures in like this stupid herd mentality. People see the guys who have all the money, the 1%, they really understand this on a certain level. They understand about how to herd us, you know, us herd
us like
creatures,
cattle, if you will.
Yeah. What about like the Georgia Guidestones? What do you think about that?
I heard about it. I didn't hear enough about it, but I heard it was Masonic, and the flat earthers are really going crazy about the Georgia Guidestones, but I don't know anything about them.
So, but you are all right. So, yeah, the flat earther thing. I just recently, I'm about to take the plunge. Okay, I'm gonna get some flat earther guys on my show. The whole thing.
Hey, let me interrupt for a second. Contact Pierce from Black Belt about that, and he'll get you the guy that he had, which he's super convincing.
No, he won't help. He won't help. I already know. Don't worry.
Oh, you and Pierce don't get along?
No, we do, but I don't. Nobody helps anybody. Okay, come on. We are all scum. Please understand that.
Okay, I'm gonna find his name and I'll send you his name. But he said he would come on Thunderdome TV too. So
cool.
He likes spreading the message and whatnot.
Yeah, well, did you see the whole thing about that? There's this just ice wall. That's what Antarctica is. It's just this big ice wall. That's so crazy. Like the whole thing is pretty insane. Yeah, just starting to get into it, starting to learn about it, and man, it's kind of like the Truman Show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does it remind you of that sort of?
Yeah. Do you believe we're in a simulation?
Dude, I don't know. Do you think that like you can pretty much shape your life by your thoughts?
Like, no.
I do. Maybe you should start thinking that, and then you'll be happier.
Positive? No. Here's why I don't think positive. Because then you have nowhere to go but down. If you're always a negative Nancy who's depressed and you're like, nothing's ever going to get any better, then when it does, you'll actually appreciate it. But if you start at the bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. If you start out at the top, there's nowhere to go but down. That's my philosophy. It's been working great.
I was going to ask you if you were like a nihilist or something, but you said you believe in God. So are you a Christian?
Do nihilists not believe in God?
Nihilists don't believe in anything. They're kind of like,
that's a cop out. That's stupid.
They're black-pilled. They're black-pilled to the point of not believing in anything anymore. Really? Are you? Oh, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, they believe in nihilism. Yeah, you're right. That's good.
Well, I'm very close to that. I would admit I'm very close to a nihilist.
You are. You're very close.
Okay, here's the thing that's always bothered me about people with names. Is like, you mean to tell me you think you're so fucking important that you've turned how you feel into a stereotypical religion of any kind whatsoever? I was like, dude, they're just as bad as atheists then. You know, it's like, okay, so atheism is your religion. You know, you just tied yourself down to a word because you feel like it kind of fits you, as opposed to you just not being your own person or doing your own thing. So it's really weird. Yeah. So no, I don't. I would say I would probably have nihilistic tendencies, but I'd never call myself a nihilist.
It's funny because we're all wired to believe in something, and then you see an atheist and nihilist and whatnot, that God-shaped hole in their life They just kind of filled it with, another term that they follow religiously.
Yeah,
we're all wired to believe.
Yeah, humans are retarded garbage, and they cannot help but tie themselves on to movements and whatnot. But here's why none of it matters, and they shouldn't do that. It's because, again, you're all going to die one day. And even if you're one of those retards that believes in legend and legacy, I got bad news for you too. On a long enough timeline, none of it will exist anyway. Human consciousness will not exist forever, neither will human record keeping. And the idea that maybe a hard drive is found 1 billion years from now by some alien civilization, like that's going to make a difference, that kind of makes you stupid.
Yeah. How did you get...
So the only thing to live for is knowing that one of these days you're going to get sweet, sweet heaven, side by side with God and your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Amen.
And that's what helps you sleep at night.
Hey, I think people only do what helps them sleep better at night. Like that's their motivation more than anything. Except his motivation is money and power and control.
How did you get to this level? How did you get like this, like you are?
Reading and watching videos.
Yeah.
Looking into history.
Yeah. Opening my eyes.
Yeah.
Seeing pictures.
Yeah, but like did you get crushed by the world in certain ways? Like, have you lost anybody close to you? Or?
Not from those things. No, not at all. I just find them kind of fascinating. That's not what crushed me.
What did?
No, I said that's not what did crush me.
A big obese black woman sat on his face and just
one.
smothered him, and that changed his mind forever.
That was real
very crushing. That was the real black pill.
Yeah.
The world crushes us all, and after that, some of us are stronger in the broken places. Mark Twain.
Sometimes it's the world, sometimes it's a 400-pound ass,
Just the ass, not the person.
We're all gonna get crushed though.
Yeah. I like doing the crushing. Cocaine and then snorting it up my nose, but I will do other things if they're there. Going out in a drug overdose doesn't sound that bad. Downers, though, you know what I mean? Like, just kind of fall asleep.
Right.
Maybe I'll puke on myself, but I'm not going to know.
Right.
Just a husk of meat at that point.
Yeah. Meat that feels awesome.
Well, you guys are awesome. Thank you very much for being on the show. I really appreciate it. What do you guys... So, are you guys going to do a show after this?
No, this was the show.
This is the show, right?
I got to go eat some fries. Get fat again.
Yeah. Shouldn't take that many. Right?
No. Give me 2 weeks. I'll be back up to my old weight.
I'm like sad now. Like I'm going to get off of this podcast, and now like you got me feeling so sad about reality in the world. I'm just like going to go off now, and I feel like letting a car strike me outside. I mean, what the fuck?
Hey,
you had so much steam at the start, and then towards the end, you're like, wow, everything does kind of suck. All right, well, thanks for being on.
I feel the same way, except I can't know that the car's going to strike.
Oh,
because that's suicide. I don't want to kill myself.
Yeah,
I just want to die. Thanks for having me on, Bobby Pickles.
Well,
see you.
All right. I take care. I hope you stay healthy.
Not gonna happen. Heart attack's not suicide either.
All right. Well, would you give me some kudos on, or give me some tell me if you like this outro. All right. This is what I've been kind of thinking. It's so hard to get people to even watch this damn show. If you're like me, I've been kicked off of all social media, and YouTube is like the place. YouTube, for some reason, they don't kick you off. I guess because you actually have context with a video. It's not like how they could take you out of context with like some kind of random post or something like that.
We didn't of all the places we got kicked off of, we never got kicked off of YouTube.
We've been kicked off Facebook several times. We've been kicked off. We built up DLive into a pretty successful channel, and we're well networked with everybody on DLive. But after me going to report on what happened at the Capitol or the Pentagon or the White House, wherever it was, I don't remember. It was stupid. But they sent us a message, and they're like, yeah, You can't be on here anymore. Thanks for all the traffic and money.
Yeah, we won't get rid of your account. We'll just suspend it indefinitely. So you still show up and nobody can look at it.
Well, it's the same as me, and that's what I'm talking about. You drive traffic to the YouTube channel, though. You have to drive traffic to it through social media, and then they cut off your way to do that. So what I'm asking everybody out there, if you want to do your part, please. There is a 20-year-old virgin nerd sitting in a back room at Google with crusted stains on his pants, and he's making decisions on who wins or loses in life because he learned how to code while living in his mommy's basement. Right? Aren't you guys? Isn't that right? What the fuck, man?
Here's the thing, man. I think that a really legitimate emerging platform that is going to be the future before it's also taken over by big tech and big government and big media right now is Telegram. Telegram is looking amazing. They've introduced live voice chats, and they're soon to implement live video on Telegram. They've also gone through their second round of what did they call it?
Funding.
No,
sort of.
You can
payments.
Yeah, payments. They have their own payment processor now and whatnot too, so you can get direct payments on Telegram. And Telegram has actually had a really strong history of not letting itself be interfered with by big tech or the United States Gestapo, known as the FBI, CIA, DHS. All those organizations that they use to intimidate people and take their technology from them, and then give it to the large corporations that control everything you're allowed to see and hear. So Telegram is right now kind of like the last bastion of free speech, if you will. Like, remember when Parler was a thing, and they're like, "Oh, Parler's great; it's free speech and everything."
As it's on Amazon
I haven't been back on Parler. So, Telegram, it's its own servers. The guy who owns it seems like a pretty straight up guy for the most part, and like the money goes to Telegram. They don't owe anybody anything, and they've actually had a really solid history of not being bullied by the United States government. So check out Telegram.
Is that gonna save us? Is that gonna save everybody here? I mean, then go guys. It's what I'm saying is go share it to Telegram, then share it in a group chat in Telegram, whatever. Share this shit because we've all been cut off and we have no way to even tell people that we're on here talking to each other. So it's like we're doing it for nobody, and this is some insightful, interesting conversation, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. All right. Well, I'll rip this and I'll throw it on the Telegram channel along with a link to your YouTube page.
Hey, man, I really appreciate that. What was that thing you did at the end just now?
That was me toot my own horn. Well, you tooted it for me, actually.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah. Well, do we have a problem? We don't have a problem, do we?
Me and you?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but let's get into it. No, not at all. Do you think we did?
Fuck.
Did you think? Did somebody say something?
No.
I feel like somebody said something.
No, everybody thinks Vill has a problem with him.
Oh my God. Why is that?
It's just him.
It's because
I don't know.
We already know why, because it's always the Debbie Downer person. If you just listen,
but it's not personal.
Just be happy. Oh, but you really do
like how real he is.
All right, I'm out of here. This fucking assholes told me to be happy.
All right,
it's great advice.
I'll see you later. Fuck you. You're scum.
All right, thanks for having me on, Bobby. Appreciate it.
He always says that's me. With that look on his face, he'll talk about anything. Outstanding. Tattoos, t-shirts, politics, history, and hot sauce on everything. Bobby Pickles. Pop culture, documentaries, conspiracy theories, sarcasm, and fear. It's a conversation, start listening, cause we're all here. Bobby Pickles Podcast. That's me.
Proud of your boy.